Don't hurt yourself, please. Take it. You're supposed to stay on the bed, not get down. Yeah? Hi guys, welcome back to the Adventures of Mandy and Major. I'm Mandy. Major's over there eating his new treat. He got it for part of his old birthday present, so... Is that rain? That's rain. It's raining. It's raining a lot. Today is a great day, and this is why today is a great day. First of all, it's fall, so all of my candles are lit and ready to go. All of my pumpkin spice stuff is good to go because I am a basic bitch. At least I admit it to myself. And not only that, Eminem just dropped a new album, which is super sick, super dope, awesome music, so that's also in play. And college football has officially started. So you can say, plus I'm off work, and you can say today is a great day because of those things. New music, new season, new everything, and Halloween's coming up, all sorts of stuff. So I'm very excited and I'm extremely happy. On top of all those great things, if you guys saw my recent video where Major tracked mud all over my house and on my carpet that I had to clean up, Major does do as adorable and fluffy and wonderful of a, I was about to say human being, but he's not a human being. As great as he is, he does have some very weird, annoying qualities. So today's video is going to be the top 5 things my Shiba does that are extremely annoying and that actually drive me bonkers. First one is when we go out for walks. Major likes to walk me, not I walk him, which does not fly with me. If I'm walking Major, he can sniff, he can, you know, he can go around and do what he likes, but he's going to walk by me. He has been trained to walk by me, maybe a little ahead, not too far, and we go the direction I want to go because there's certain places I don't like to go because of where snakes are. We live by a conservation, so I don't want him to get near snakes. I don't want him to get near certain things, or if there's, you know, wild crazy dogs running around playing, I don't want him to have an interaction with that because he doesn't get along well with hyperactive dogs. But Major just doesn't care. And how he likes to prove that is every time we go for a walk, and it'll especially drive me crazy when I am on my way to school or on my way to work. I try to give a brief little walk and then I'm like, okay, let's go inside. I'll give you a longer walk later because I gotta go. I gotta get out. We will walk and Major over here will turn to walk back because he knows the way back to go home. So here we are, walking. This is me, okay? This is me and this is Major. All the way back there. He does this because he likes to just stop. He'll be walking and just stop and stare at me because he knows it's the direction to go home. And I'll yank a little bit on the leash like, come on, you know, let's go, we gotta go home, come on. And he just stares. Like imagine, you know, you're trying to talk to somebody and you're like, all right, yeah, like we gotta go, like let's go, and they just... That's what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. And then I'll try to yank him a little bit, but I can't yank him too hard because I don't want to yank him hard on the leash because I don't believe in dragging your dogs around. That's not the entire point of having a dog and walking them. You're supposed to train them so you don't have to do that and you don't have to, you know, hurt them. And he's especially older, so I don't want to drag him because his bones are a little bit more brittle, you know? I will walk until the very extended leash is completely, like, cannot extend any longer, and he won't budge. He won't budge for anything. I will call him, I'll yank him a little bit. It gets to the point where now it's a daily routine that I have to walk back where he is, pick him up by his harness, and walk him across until he finally gets annoyed and realizes that we are not going to continue walking and we're not walking in the direction he wants to go, and we go home. Look, this is what he got for, he got little rawhides and stuff. You got, there's hair all over. You shed too much. Take it. Don't get drool all over my comforter, please. I know there's gonna be people like, oh my god, you let your dog eat on your bed? That's so gross. You're so gross. It actually kind of is. Come here. It kind of is gross. Go get it. Annoying thing number 2. My dog is an absolute diva. He will only eat certain types of dog foods. So he'll only eat certain types of dog foods. And he will not, if he doesn't like the taste of it, like at all, or it's not exactly like the food that he usually gets and like the flavor he usually gets, he will literally starve himself. He won't just kind of be like, oh, whatever, and he'll eat it. So I'll go buy him a brand new bag with like a new flavor that's like, oh, like chicken and rice, like lamb flavored, whatever. And I'm like, look, I got you a new like flavor. It's gonna be good. Because I try to mix it up, because if I had to eat one food for the rest of my life, I would like it to taste a little different from time to time. So every time I go to buy him a new flavor, I can tell he does, and I can tell that he doesn't like it. It's usually around a 3-day period. And he will go over to it, he'll sniff it, he'll snort at it with an attitude, he does it with an attitude, and he'll walk away, and he will not touch his food bowl for 3 days. Until finally he gets a little hungry, he'll eat a little bit, and then that's it. So then I have to get that brand new giant bag that I bought, and his food is not cheap. He has to be on a special diet because he's older and he has a lot of stomach issues. So I can't just get him regular dog food, I have to get him specialized dog food. And so that whole $30 bag that I just wasted my money on, I practically like have to throw my money down the drain and then go buy him a new flavor and just hope that he likes it. Annoying thing number 3 that relates to his food, he does this with his food, but he mainly does this with his water, is another reason my dog is a diva. He will only drink and eat fresh food and water. So if I have food that I have poured him and about, he doesn't eat it in the morning because of whatever, and he eats it a little later, like he wants to eat it later, within the course of about, I can time it. It's so precise because he's such a little, that I can time it. Around 6 to 7 hours, if he has not eaten that food, he will not eat the food because it's not fresh. He will go over to it and sniff it, and he will not eat it. And I have had to dump it into the trash can because it's been a few hours and he won't eat it, and pour fresh food in it. And as soon as I pour the fresh food in it, he'll go and he'll eat the whole thing. Same with water. Every time I get back home from school, if I get back home from work, if I get back home from whatever event or party I've been at, whatever, I have to dump his water out. Every morning, I have to dump his old water out, put new water in, or else he will not drink it. He will not drink it. And if one little piece of hair, God forbid, gets in this dog's water, he will not drink it. Again, he will literally go days without doing it. And, he'll kind of die if he doesn't drink water or eat food. So I'm like, I guess I have to. It's a little thing. Like, changing his water isn't that big of a deal. Like, it really isn't. And I do it, but it's just such a little thing, like one little hair in the water, and he just won't touch it. He sticks his nose up at it, and I'm just like, do you know how spoiled you are? Because you are spoiled beyond the point of rotten, my friend. Like, it's the equivalent of people being like, I only shop at Chanel. I will not shop at any other brand. Like, it's it's the same thing. One just has a little fancier, like, brand on it. It makes no difference. Just drink the damn water. Number 4, which it's annoying, but it's kind of sad. I sympathize for him at the same time, so I try not to get angry because I try to understand where he's coming from, but it's still so annoying. And it's not only annoying to me, it's annoying to everyone else around me. This right here, he knows what this is. He knows when I pull this out that we are going somewhere. Him and I are both going somewhere. I never take this, ever. I have never once taken this and not taken my dog with me. We travel together. Anytime that he can come with me somewhere, we will go. If he doesn't and he can't come with me, whether it's because I'm on spring break or I don't trust the hotels or it's not somewhere that's necessarily dog friendly, I will still go out of my way and go to my parents' house and drop him off so he has somewhere to stay and he's taken well care of, right? So I never leave. I want to emphasize this. I never leave with this alone. I always have a Shiba Inu in one hand and a suitcase in the other. Go to pack, he'll get a little excited because he loves car rides. He'll run up and down the stairs 50 trillion times, so I have to yell at him and I'm like, you're old, stop that, you're gonna fall one day. And I pack, and I have to go put this in my car to pack, and I pack all his stuff up, and he has his own little bag that I pack his food and his treats and his toys and all that, and his medicine for his arthritis. And I will go downstairs, and I'll go to pack it, and the first thing I pack is my suitcase because it's a lot heavier than everything. Everything else is just kind of handheld. I can grab it, grab a backpack, and I can grab Major at the same time, and it's a quick trip. Follow me all the way down the stairs. He'll follow me out, and he'll sit. I'll tell him to sit, and he sits and he stays, and I open the door and I go to pack my suitcase. Now, about halfway through me getting to my car, which I'm right near my apartment, you know, I park near my complex, so it's not that far, but it's, you know, a tiny bit ways away, and I'll go to open the trunk and I'll go to put it in. Now, I will be placing my suitcase in the trunk, and I will hear this blood-curdling, loud, like a banshee howl. So imagine the "do you like your new toy" howl, but in this sad mono pitch like tone, to where it literally sounds like I'm beating my dog to death in my apartment, or that he hurt himself and he's in excruciating pain and something is really wrong. That is the noise that comes out of this dog's vocal cords, okay? That is what I hear. And the fact that I have closed my door, my front door, and I am ways away outside, and I can hear it like it's right next to my ear, is annoying. You wanna know why it's annoying? Because he doesn't stop. He will continue until you hear his pitch go, like he goes off pitch and he can't breathe too much. And then he goes and does it again. And it's just constant, constant, constant. And not only do I hear it, my neighbors hear it, anybody walking their dogs hear it, and every single time somebody's outside or people are like, "What the hell is that thing in your house?" I have to explain, I promise my dog's not injured, I promise I don't beat my dog to death, he's just scared that I'm going to leave without him. And as I come back inside, he stops. Now, I feel bad because he thinks that I'm leaving him every time, and I'm like, oh, my poor baby, he thinks I'm just gonna leave and never come back. But I even started packing his stuff first so he knows, and he still does it, and he still screams at the top of his lungs. One day you'll see a video, don't worry, I will post a video, because I have a couple videos of me outside my door, and all you hear is, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" And I'm like, that's my dog. That's what my dog makes. That is the sound my dog makes. Because he thinks I'm gonna leave him. So like I feel bad, but at the same time, oh my God, like we have never had a time where I have not taken him. Like every single time he knows I'm going with him. I don't know why he thinks I'm leaving him, because every single time I put him on a leash and take him. Like, stop, you are gonna get me in trouble with my neighbors. Please, just please, for the love of God and my sanity, don't do that. Fifth thing that is annoying, and I'll probably make a part 2 to this because he does a couple of other annoying things I just don't have time to talk about in the video. But the fifth thing that he does is, my dog is a scavenger. He is a vulture. He is an anteater. He eats anything and everything. If you put it in front of him, he will eat it. Unless it's lettuce or tomatoes, he will not touch that because he hates that. But anything else, a stapler, a pen, a freaking bracelet, anything, if you put it in front of him, in front of his mouth, he will just eat the whole thing. He scavenges, so he like goes on the ground and he constantly lick, 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 lick. Even sometimes when I don't eat anything, he'll just randomly start licking the couch or randomly start licking the carpet for no reason. And it drives me, this is probably the #1 thing that drives me literally to the point where I want to check into an insane asylum, because I don't know why it drives me crazy so much, but I'll sit there and if I'm not paying attention, there will be a spot this big on the couch that's wet because he licked it to death. And he has OCD, like he has horrible OCD. Like the first time that we got him and he was anxious and freaking out, he licked a hole through the wall. Not just like the paint, like the whole drywall. It was a giant gaping hole. Food involved on the floor, even though he has licked the crumbs up already, he just continues to lick the same spot. And if you leave him alone, he will lick for hours. Hours. He will lay down and he will just lick, 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 lick. And that is the one thing that makes me raise my voice at him, because I am so tired. Because if you're like, Major, cut it out, tap him a little bit, Major, stop, he won't. He will constantly, constantly, constantly do it. Like his life depends on it. He has to lick the spot to get to like the gates of hell. Like that is his goal or something. Like it drives me crazy. you can't get up and walk because he's in that spot. If you try to move him over, he won't move. He's like glued to the floor. So you have to like jump over him, or you have to go around the long way. Or if I'm just sitting there trying to eat, like I'm just trying to eat my dinner and watch a movie or watch like one of my favorite TV shows, and he's sitting there, and I'm like sitting there and like my knees are here, and all I feel is, because he's like constantly moving his head to like lick, and like part of him will go like against me, and I'm like, Major! I'm like, cut it out! I'm trying, you're distracting me. And like, I don't know why it drives me crazy, especially when he licks the couch. I hate when he licks the couch. I don't want him to lick the couch. I don't want him to lick my bed. I want my bed to be clean and nice, and I don't want a giant gaping thing of freaking wetness to be like, oh yeah, sorry, that's my dog. He just likes to lick things. I have no explanation to why it drives me crazy, but it's the biggest thing, and I have to actually like scream at him, like not just raise my voice, like I have to yell really loud because he doesn't like high-pitched noises, and they'll finally get him to stop, but then he'll be at it for 20 more minutes, and I'm like, that's a Shiba Inu for you, because they literally don't give a flying crap if you don't want them to do something, because they're stubborn. They're the most stubborn animals. More stubborn than cats, in my opinion. At least this one is. So I will do probably a part 2 for this if you guys liked it and you want to know more, or if you just have suggestions of like the top 5 or 10 things about Major in general that you want to know more about, please feel free to tell me in the comments below. I would love to do these types of videos. I think they're really fun. It shows my dog's personality, so you can kind of get a feel of like, get to know Major a little bit more, not just know him, you know, for his singing or silly acts. And before I end this, I do want to just let people know he has a lot of great qualities too. They definitely I love this dog to death, and his annoying qualities make him who he is, and I think that that's absolutely great, and I wouldn't trade this dog for the world. Nor, you know, would I ever, and I shouldn't have to say this, but apparently I have to, because of some of the comments before, or some things that I've gotten. I never, under any circumstances, would ever hurt my dog. I would never harm my dog. If I do yell at him, the yelling is not gonna hurt him. It's not like I constantly scream, but at some point he needs to be disciplined, and I don't believe in hitting your dogs. So I do yell at him, or sometimes I do have to pick him up and take him across the concrete. You know, so because he just doesn't listen, and he's really stubborn sometimes, and I love him to death, but that dog is the most stubborn, more stubborn than any other human being I've met. And I'm a pretty stubborn person, and he's more stubborn than me. So yeah, but I would never, you know, and if I do post a video of him and me like yelling at him or raising my voice just a little bit at him, he's never scared. He's never extremely fearful. I'm always comforting him. He's really an all in all. He is just a giant, spoiled baby. That is the equivalent. This dog is spoiled rotten. He has a better life than most people, in my opinion. So never ever think for any reason that I would ever harm him or anything. I would never, and I would never allow anyone else. I don't even let other people touch my dog. Once in a while, I'll let somebody come out and pet him if they're like an adult, but I don't let kids near my dog. Like, I don't really let any people near my dog that often, unless I know for sure that they're gonna be gentle and they have, you know, an understanding of personal space and stuff. So shouldn't have to say that, but just gonna throw that out there. Never in my life. I love my dog to death. He's annoying, but I love him, and I feel like with even a human, you know, they're annoying, they drive you crazy, but at the end of the day, you love them, and that's all that matters, and you love them for who they are, even if sometimes you literally want to throw them across the room. But that's about all I have for this video. If you liked it, please let me know. We post every Wednesday and Saturdays now. If you want to see bonus pictures or videos of Major, please go to Instagram, Adventures of Mandy and Major, no space in that. And I post videos and just different pictures and stuff of Major that you can see. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you next time. And I forgot how I do my outro, so bye.